Yep. But now here we are on Star Station, spawning in the top left position as our yellow Protoss player. He took game number 1. Game number 2, he got a little too brave with his push. He had a very nice lead, and, well, you overextend in PvP, and you can just die like that. He is Bischu. And spawning in the bottom right position as our red Protoss player. He took game number 2. This is it. If he can win this second game in a row, he will qualify for the WCS EU Challenger Division. Give it up for MVP, formerly Finale. It is Duckdeok.
Indeed, and this time around we're on, a map with another quite big rush distance. Neither player is going to go for a super early scout, and Bischu is actually going... Actually, no, never mind. Oh, I got confused there for a second. His next probe was so much later than it usually is that for a second I was worried he was going to do something crazy with a 10 gate. But no, he's just a little bit down in probe production, which can happen. No biggie, no biggie. But what I was going to say, once again, a big map, and once again, both players not scouting after their gateway. So they're going to be pretty much blind for the early game. Could we see another too early Nexi?
I mean, on this map, the size of it is so large that theoretically you have that rush distance favoring you, but already, well, Duck and Bischu are both going to open up with a double gas. We could see that possible sentry expand again, although, I mean, I'd personally trust your opinion on this, but I feel like some of the other more aggressive builds are going to be a lot stronger on Star Station.
It is. And I just flicked through the Twitch TV chat for a second, and someone pointed out that you sound a lot like Mr. Bitter, and you've probably heard that tons of times before, haven't you? Because you really do sound a lot like Mr. Bitter.
I get that quite a bit. I don't know. If only I had that Mr. Bitter swag, but
you should try saying I don't know Kev or I don't know Lurlian a few times. I'm sure a lot of people will be confused when you're like.
maybe one day, but I don't know, Lillian. It's going to come down to whether or not either of these players have what it takes to advance to the WCS EU Challenger Division. Personally speaking, I would love to see a European breakthrough. I would love to see Bischu take this game just for that. But it's got to be about the better player that wins. In Duckdeok, he is most certainly capable of winning this game and this match, as we saw in the last map. Chrono boosting out a sentry, though. It looks like Duckdeok might actually go for that fast expand again, but Bischu doesn't look like he has that in mind.
No, he's got some other plans with the second gateway, so he's going to play a soccer-centric opener. Might follow that up with the Twilight Council going into an early blink, trying to finish the game off of one base. Could just be an expansion built behind this with a Robo, though. We'll have to see. He's definitely going to be the one that's going to be putting on the aggression. He's going to have a lot of Stalkers to work with. So he will have 3 Stalkers out and his Mothership Core poking at the front. And Duckdeok is going to be the guy that has to respond to that. Does he have enough Stalkers? Does he have the Mothership Core there for the Photon Overcharge? Is his Nexus done? Is he going to be even forced to cancel the Nexus? That would be super crazy. But the first few Stalkers are moving out across the field. The second and third are popping out of the gateways right now. And Duckdeok, he has no idea this is coming. He's scouting top right position first.
And this could really hurt. He will, of course, have a time warp. He'll have a force field or 2. Second force will be ready very soon. But you get the Mothership Core early enough so that when the Nexus finishes, he will have enough energy for a Photon Overcharge. But the problem is getting there. Warp Gate is just about done for Bischu. 2 more Stalkers are being rallied across the field. He really should try to force a cancel first, but he's using the Mothership Core, trying to pick off the sentries. Taking a little bit of heat there, but he might try to force with these units away and press in towards that Nexus. Now Bischu sees it, and this is where things get very risky. More Stalkers are coming. He wants to have that high ground position to snipe the sentries. The Nexus is complete. The Mothership Core is moving over. We should see a Photon Overcharge, and there it is activated. These Stalkers need to wait for some backup. One of them will fall. The Mothership Core taking quite a bit of paint damage, but Bischu, he is poised very aggressively on these 3 gateways. Now he's actually going to add on a 4th gateway, and my best guess is that he's just going to wait for this Photon Overcharge to go away and use the fact that Duckdeok has invested in economy, and before his economy can really pay off for itself, he just wants to kill him, and that could be very possible in this game.
Yeah, that's all that he's hoping to do right now. Bischu has no follow-up behind us, no mexes, no tech, and this is what Duckdeok is scouting right now with this probe. Duckdeok knows that everything is on the line here for Bischu. He knows Bischu is going to all-in him as soon as the photon overcharge ends, and it ends, and there comes Bischu. He's going in, he has one sentry to force field the ramp. There is a pylon in position to warp in on the low ground. There goes the time warp on the Stalkers. Beautiful time warp and beautiful force field there. This is really making the most of everything for Bischu, and he's in a fantastic position. Duckdeok is down in supply right now, might end up losing his Mothership Core. That means no more photon overcharges for the rest of this game, and now the situation is 11 Stalkers versus only 4 Stalkers of his opponent, but an Immortal has popped out. Will that Immortal be able to make the difference though? All the Stalkers now going up into the main base. The Mothership Core was alive for a long time for Bischu, but it has now gone down. That one Immortal, will it be able to turn the tides? If that Immortal falls, that's going to be so difficult. The Immortal goes down. 10 Stalkers versus 4 Zealots being warped in by Bischu to buffer the damage that the probes might be able to deal, and I think he's going to be able to do it. I think Bischu is going to qualify himself for the WCS EU Challenger League. The Swede, he's doing it. He's beating the Korean powerhouse, formerly known as Finale.
And it looks like we may not have any Koreans advance. Duckdeok GG's.